Lincoln. Today we will be making our own homemade Pico de Gallo salsa. A little bit of the history behind Pico de Gallo salsa is, in English, it's actually translated to beak of the rooster. And the reason behind that is because people used to eat Pico de Gallo salsa with their hands, and when they went to grab it, it made a little beak, kind of like what roosters have. So that's why they call it Pico de Gallo. And today we will be making that here at home. All right, so let's get started. Let's talk about some of the materials we're gonna need today. We will be using a knife, so you are going to want to have a parent to be able to supervise you since the knives are very sharp. So one thing we will need is a knife. You're gonna need a cutting board. And then to actually make your salsa, you're gonna want to have a mixing bowl. I have all of my ingredients in mine. You're gonna need a bunch of cilantro, 3 large tomatoes, an onion, a lime, and salt and pepper to taste. So we're gonna wanna wash our hands first and also wash all of our ingredients. So let's head over to the sink and wash those. All right, you guys, so we're gonna get started with the chopping. Again, if you do not know how to chop or you're feeling a little nervous with the chopping, please make sure a parent is with you during this time to either help with the chopping or help supervise. So let's get started. We're gonna cut the top of it off first. And then we're gonna cut vertically, making little rows. Make sure you watch out for your fingers. You don't wanna get them in the way. Once you do it vertically, it should look like this. You're gonna turn it around and do it vertically again. This is going to make little squares so that you can put the tomato sideways and it's gonna be easier to chop. So, your tomatoes should now look like this. It's dripping a little bit here. Once your tomato looks like this, you're gonna turn it sideways and start chopping. Now that you're finished chopping all 3 of your tomatoes, you're gonna grab your mixing bowl, just put it by your side. Grab your tomatoes and put them all in that mixing bowl. Now we're gonna move on to chopping the onion. You wanna start off by cutting both ends. Once you cut both sides off of the onion, you want to peel the outside of the onion off because you don't want to get the skin in your salsa. Now that you peeled your onion, we're going to start chopping it. We're going to chop it the same way that we chopped the tomato. So go ahead and make your vertical lines. Turn it around and do those vertical lines again. And then we're gonna start chopping. All right, so I don't know if anyone else's eyes started watering while cutting their onions, but mine definitely did, and that's okay. So once you're done chopping that onion, you're gonna grab it and put it on the side of your mixing bowl. I would recommend only starting off with half of your onion. I'm not a huge fan of onion, so I only put half of mine in there. If when you mix it and you wanna add a little bit more, go ahead and add a little bit more onion in there. All right, next step, we are going to chop our cilantro. What I would do first is any larger stems you have, I would definitely take them out of the bunch. There's these like random little thicker pieces in there. It's not something that tastes too good in your salsa, so just go ahead and take those out and move them to the side. And to chop your cilantro, you're gonna wanna grab it in a bunch really tight like this. Have it in your hands almost as if you're grabbing it and start chopping from the beginning. You wanna make sure that you're chopping it very finely. And if you have a rough time doing that at first, it's okay. You can grab it again at the end and go ahead and re-chop it. Once you're done chopping your cilantro, you're gonna grab it and again, put it in your mixing bowl. I'm only gonna put half of mine right now and then mix it and see if I need to add more. Before we get rid of our cutting board, we are going to go ahead and chop our lime in half to add into our salsa. Once we chopped it in half, we're only gonna use one half of it, so you can put the other half aside. Move your cutting board out of the way, and we're gonna bring our mixing bowl in front of us. Once we have our lime chopped, we're gonna go ahead and squeeze it in our salsa. Just squeeze it all over. Then you're gonna grab your salt and just sprinkle a tiny bit all over your salsa. Once you're doing that, it's the fun part. You get to mix your salsa around. So here's my bowl. We're gonna go ahead and mix it, mix it, mix it. I think it's easier with your hands. If you're grossed out a little bit, go ahead and grab a spoon and just mix it, mix it, mix it, mix it around. Once you're done mixing, go ahead and take a look in your bowl. Mine has a lot of red in it, a lot of tomatoes, so I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of onions and cilantro to mine. And mix it, mix it, mix it. So once you're done mixing your salsa, you get to do the fun part. You get to eat it. So I'm gonna have my guest judge come on stage, my grandma. She's gonna go ahead and taste my salsa. Cross your fingers, hope it tastes good. So she said it needs more salt. So if your judge says it needs more salt, let's go ahead and add some.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and mix it again. And let's try again. And it's good.
Yeah,
that's how you make your Pico de Gallo salsa at home, you guys. If you enjoyed today's video, please like it and also subscribe to our channel and watch out for more YouTube videos. Have fun. See you guys next time.